Hello and welcome to another episode of the Landscaper Growth Show. My name is Mark Lamberth. I'm your host. And today I'm speaking with Abner Dominguez at Terra Group Landscape in San Diego. Abner, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, man, we've done a lot of research. It looks like a great company you guys are running. I would love to start just by hearing what services you provide for your customers here in San Diego.
Well, in San Diego, we're a design build company, basically from concept to construction to finish. We also do like federal work, public works, and commercial.
Really? Okay. Amazing.
Yeah, so we do a little bit of all the phases of landscape, I guess.
Okay. Does that also include sort of maintenance, lawn care?
Not right now. We have started a maintenance division, but we really don't do maintenance. Mostly it's all new construction.
Okay. Awesome. And then what's kind of the service area that you guys are working in? You're in San Diego, but how far do you go out?
Oh man, we like to say all of Southern California. Like we have some projects in Point Magoo and we've done some in Los Angeles, but we try to stay local, just San Diego area. We have some projects on Camp Pendleton on base, so that's probably as furthest north that we like to go right now.
Gotcha. And how many people do you have on your team?
So our team grows, and depending on how much workflow we got, right now we stay between 5 and 10 guys. When we have a lot of projects going on, we'll grow to whatever is needed. 20 guys. We've gone as big as 60. So
Oh, really? Wow.
yeah, it gets busy sometimes.
Amazing. We lived in San Diego for a while. What an incredible part of the world that is. That is just so amazing you guys are there. So regarding, I'm curious about the kind of the weather that you guys deal with. Do you guys have much weather constraints with the projects that you guys do? I mean, we talk with folks from like Minneapolis or New York or whatever. There's, they've got, they're working, 8-9 months out of the year, and then they're getting into snow removal and whatever. I mean, in San Diego, is it year round for you guys? Do you guys have a little bit of slow season in the winter?
It's year round. I tell people I wear shorts in December. Lucky, we really don't have many weather constraints here. We work all year.
Awesome. And then really interested in this piece of kind of some of the commercial work and so the government work you guys are doing. We talk with a lot of companies that, are very small and they're working really just directly with homeowners. Was it an intentional decision to decide to go into, kind of some federal contracts and sort of commercial work, or is that something that's kind of organically just kind of stumbled into over time?
I saw on previous companies before I started Terra Group Landscape. That's kind of what was our bread and butter. So it was kind of like just some natural, like this is what I know what to do. The guys get paid prevailing wage, so they're very happy. So you get happy workers, you get great work done. Yeah.
Oh man.
And then
Love it.
And then the what is it called? The design build has helped a lot because I came from a kind of I wanted to do landscape architecture. So it was very natural to design like landscapes for homeowners and stuff. And we like to do all our designs like in 3D renderings and stuff like that. And we really push that. So we believe like it's the future. You can see everything now before you even build it. So that's helped us a lot, even in our commercial, what is it called? Like with our commercial project, because sometimes they give you 2D plans in the commercial federal stuff. And sometimes we'll show up with our little 3D rendering and say, this is kind of the area you're talking about. And they'll be like, holy moly.
That's great.
You guys are doing, so it helps us quite a bit to what we're doing. We believe we're pushing our landscape everywhere where we're doing work, on the commercial, federal, and residential.
Wow. So when you're quoting a project, I mean, design build, these are going to be, big projects in many cases, not asking for, for numbers or whatever. I mean, just, we've talked with other companies. I mean, these are, in many cases, large multi 10,000, maybe even multi, 6-figure projects. I'm curious how you go about quoting something like that. I mean, you've been doing this for a long, long time. You're a pro at this, but especially for, federal and these commercial projects, these guys, I assume in many cases are not going to accept like a T&M type bid, time and materials, that they want, sort of a project quote cost. Would you be willing to share just kind of a little bit of kind of the workflow of how you kind of go through designing that and ultimately quoting that, so that you do this, big 2-month project, whatnot, and you get to the end and you don't, end up upside down somehow?
Oh man, like you said, it's a lot of experience and having great vendors that we work with together. So I think it all starts in the first talks, like with the homeowners. It's very, for us, I like to think that I tell people that we organize their ideas, because everybody knows what they like and what they want to see in their backyards. So like from a homeowner's standpoint, usually we go in there, we try to pre-qualify them, because a lot of times it's their first time doing a big project, like you said. And if you say $100,000 for my backyard, they're probably thinking like, who's this guy, So we kind of come in and we have we do it a lot. We kind of know what everything costs. So I think it's helped us quite a bit in our designs, where we can come in and say, if you want a pool in the shade and this in your backyard in hardscape and these areas, give them a rough estimate. And like I said, showing them 3D renderings from previous projects that turned into final projects, that's kind of helped us a lot to say, okay, these guys build what they're drawing and what they're saying they're doing. And like I said, to get to those numbers, we've done it quite a bit. And like I said, our vendors we go straight to the source, to growers, to manufacturers, not to like retailers, so our proposals are usually spot on. We get a lot of people always wanting change orders or add on to their projects after they see them coming together. So that's how I think we were able to get to those numbers without not losing any money, Starts in the planning and all that.
Love it. When we're talking, we work with landscapers and, in various ways, digital marketing, help them grow their business. We're always encouraging folks that we work with to raise their prices if they can, right? Because we love for them to be dealing with the kind of higher end of the market, the kind of affluent buyers. If you raise your prices, 5-10%, hold costs the same, then that's actually going to go all the way down to the bottom line and can massively increase profits. Do you have any thoughts about like pricing and sort of like when to increase prices? I mean, how do you know how to like kind of be right on that line where you are still getting, quotes accepted, proposals accepted, not getting, too many people priced out of your service, but also, not leaving money on the table? I mean, how do you find that kind of pricing sweet spot? Any tips on that?
Oh man, I like to tell the people, like, in our bid, we like to put in options, We always give them like the high end option, the middle, and we tell them we're not going to do the bottom. Absolutely, we don't do any cheap stuff, And if you're looking for us, it's for a reason. You've seen our work. We only use top of the line products. We work so hard, and our guys are very proud of their work, and where our work speaks for ourselves, So we believe that we do the highest quality of work, the best work. We believe are the best people for the job. So we expect to get paid for what it is. Some people say, if we can do it cheaper or whatever. I just said the price is what it is. But I think we've always given those options where we go higher end materials or the middle. And we always tell them This is the bottom where we don't do this, but somebody will do it for us. Yeah.
Hilarious. I love it, man.
Find somebody.
So smart. So smart. Amazing. If you're listening to this interview, really go back through and listen to what Abner's talking about here. And not only the words, but even the way that he's kind of delivering it, right? I mean, the confidence that comes across here. And you can tell they've got an amazing company. They're doing, got all kinds of cool projects happening inevitably. And yeah, it's a great interview. If folks are in the San Diego area and looking for a great landscape company to work with, design, build, whether it be homeowners or potentially commercial or even up in, kind of government type work, what are some of the best ways to get in touch with you guys?
I mean, we got a website, the terragrouplandscape.com. I would start there. We can Google this, Terra Group Landscape. I won't give my phone number.
Yeah.
It already doesn't stop ringing. But yeah, they can reach out there or info@terragrouplandscape.com. Like I said, they can start there looking for our services.
Awesome. Amazing. Well, clearly a great company to work with. Abner, really appreciate you taking some just really valuable time here on a Tuesday afternoon to inform our listeners and teach us about the history of the company, the way you guys are approaching it. Wishing you the best here in 2026 and beyond. And thanks so much for being on the show.
Oh, no, thank you.